Aquarius family, hello and welcome to your February 2025 tarot forecast. I'm Ms. Eden and Aquarius family. Happy birthday, first of all, and I'm so glad that you're here. How are you doing for your birthday season? What are y'all doing for your birthday season, Aquarius family? Let me know in the comments what kind of innovative, revolutionary, fun, new things are my Aquarians getting into during this birthday season of theirs. I'm very curious because this is the season of Aquarius. I want to know what kind of bright, shining innovations are coming through for y'all. This is going to be a general reading for the Aquarius collective. That could be your Aquarius sun, moon, or rising, or wherever else, family, that you have a heavy Aquarian energy in your birth chart. Don't sweat it either, Aquarius, if you don't catch this video right after I post it. Know that there's a time and a place for you to receive this message. And whenever you feel that urge, that tingle to click and watch, that is the time for you to receive this message. All right, fam? So know that there's a certain timelessness to these, and the timing is always not on a linear scale. And that's the really amazing thing about tapping in and using all these beautiful divining tools and connecting with our higher selves. So take what does hit for you, because not everything will, since this is a collective reading, Aquarius, and then leave the rest for others. All right, beautiful family. If y'all enjoy what you see over here on YouTube, know that I also have an Instagram and a couple of other social media platforms that I mess with that you can find linked in my bio. I am also open to one-on-one tarot readings now. Excuse me. And you can find, back it up. The way that you book a tarot reading with me, if you're interested in doing a one-on-one tarot session, is to head on over to my Instagram, and you can find that link in my bio, and send me a DM. So just if you have any inquiries or questions before you want to book, go on over to Instagram, find me over there, Ms. Eden, at Instagram, and send me a message, or of course send me a request to book, and we can get something set up for you. So I'm very excited to now work with y'all one-on-one. Y'all, first of all, welcome back. Second of all, third of all, been rambling for 2 minutes, 30 seconds now, but welcome back to all the longtime subscribers. I am so happy that you're here. I know I was away for January and deeply needed that time to rest and restore. So I'm sorry that we missed out on our January forecast. My Capricorns, happy belated birthdays to my Capricorns out there, which I know, say to them in their own video. But just in case y'all are maybe a Capricorn with an Aquarius rising or moon checking this out, happy belated birthday, Caps. Sending that energy out there because I do feel a little bad that I didn't get with y'all in January. But again, I want to hear from y'all. There has been a deep pull for me with this wintering in the Northern Hemisphere where I reside to hibernate, to just rest, to restore. And goodness, we've had a lot going on for us here in the US of A. So that rest has been deeply needed. And now I'm back, and I'm really happy to be back with you. For all of the new subscribers, the new watchers, welcome. So happy that you're here. Y'all, that if you are enjoying these readings, the easiest way, the best way, the cheapest way that you can support my work and help me grow is to interact with these videos. Please like, share, and comment. It really does help support my work. The sirens agree. If you caught that, there was a siren going by. But yeah, if you do like and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, y'all, if you feel that this reading really is hitting for you. So, yes, that's all my plugs, Aquarius. Let's get into it for the month of February for your birthday season. Now, I know we're in the midst of Aquarius season, so some of y'all have already had your birthday pass. But what we're going to do in this video is we're going to do a quick recap of some energies, that just like an overview. I'm going to save a lot of the nitty gritty for a different video that I'm going to be posting on the astrology and vibes and energy for the month of February. But there are a couple things that I think it would be important for my Aquarians to be aware of the energies going on, the planetary energies out there. Then we'll dive into your tarot reading, beautiful Aquarius, and we'll wrap up with a little bit of a message from some allies, some guides. I'm not quite sure who yet. I have my decks over here, so as we get through your reading, I will tap in and see, we have what kind of guide wants to tap in with Aquarius this month. So that'll be the scheme of things, beautiful Aquarius. Let's talk since it is the sun in Aquarius season, let's talk a little bit of these planetary energies that I think will be important for my Aquarians to be aware of, and not just the Aquarian family, but the collective as a whole. And so I have my notebook here. That's why I keep glancing down. So not only do we have the sun in Aquarius at the time of this video's filming, we also have Pluto that recently moved from Capricorn into Aquarius for its approximately 20-year cycle. And it is in astrology, we have degrees that planets are moving, kind of like angles and things. And the 29th degree is the final degree that a planet will be in a sign before it changes signs and shifts into 0 and then 1 degree, the first degree of the sign. Why do I say this? Well, back it up. Pluto is in the first degree of Aquarius. This is not only the alchemizing degree. Think of it like the magician card, right? So how are we using that source energy to now kind of manifest and create? This is about the power of self. It can get wrapped up with ego, but the higher understanding of that understanding of self and connecting with the higher self is just that, honoring your individual uniqueness, and not just that, but honoring others and their individual uniqueness. So really that's where we're at with Aquarius and Pluto. This is a big shift and the beginning of approximately 20-year cycle, Aquarius family, with Pluto in Aquarius. And Pluto is all about power dynamics. It is the higher octave of Mercury, and Mercury is all about communication, how we communicate, how we travel amongst the world in different communities. It's about technology, it's about medicine and knowledge. So Pluto is, again, this higher octave of the power dynamics that come from using all those different fields. Aquarius is the sign, the water bearer. It is an air sign, funny enough, so it is very free and governed by the planet Uranus, which is very much a harbinger of unexpected change. So that's where Aquarius gets its very revolutionary, innovative energies from. So Pluto moving into Aquarius for the next 20 years is going to bring with it a complete shift in power. If y'all haven't been checking out my other forecast and astrology note videos and all that, that's kind of been the resounding, echoing theme of late, is this big shift of power away from the top-down power of Capricorn and Pluto into more equilateral distribution of power with Aquarian energy, which is all about justice, community, but also advancements in technology. Again, revolutionary thinking, revolution, but it can be revolutionary inventions with technology, with medicine. And we have the potential to make these innovations really work for us collectively as humanity and for the planet. However, with the old paradigm structures of Pluto and Capricorn still very much in positions of power, and we see these positions and people in places with this Capricorn and Pluto energy of very much egocentric, control focused consolidation of power and resources at the top and for the few. That is very much a presence in our day-to-day reality for a lot of us in the world. But again, this shift requires that all of that comes to light, comes to the surface for us to very clearly see. And so it's kind of like that's that first degree of Pluto in Aquarius, right? We also had a changing of our nodes, which deal with the North Node and South Node. They're not actual planets or heavenly bodies, but they are points in our birth chart dealing very much with our karmic work, our karmic baggage, our karmic lessons and goals that we have come into this lifetime with and to pursue respectively. So the North Node has just changed from Aries, a sign very much about the self, about, again, in its more positive expression, it can be about connecting with the higher self and honoring your unique self. At the lower expression of Aries, it can be very much about ego, power and control, aggressiveness, kind of charging ahead without speaking. And now it's in the watery, dreamy, spiritual sign, this north node of Pisces. So we have a lot of signs, a lot of planets, in the sign of Pisces, calling us to get very much connected with our spiritual side. So if y'all haven't been feeling that, Aquarius, y'all should be coming up. If you just simmer down, quiet down the mind, slow down your pace of life, you'll be able to pick up on that inner calling to kind of dive a little deeper and find out, there has to be more to life than just grinding, working, paying bills, sleeping, eating, getting up, doing again. There's more to it than that. I think a lot of us are coming to this place of curiosity with our higher selves, our spiritual selves, from that angle of like, there just has to be more. I'm so dissatisfied with life. So keep that all in mind as we move through. And again, check my page for a deeper dive into the astrology of February, because there'll be lots more goodies and nuggets in that for you. But we also have a lot of planets currently retrograding as well. So the energy is very mixed. You might hit roadblocks, you might hit bumps still in certain areas. But again, it's like reminders that we need to let things happen, gain more knowledge about something before we can really step forward into the next part of the plan. That's usually what I take a roadblock for. So, beautiful Aquarius, let's get into your reading. I'm going to do a little something different. I don't normally shuffle because it can take a little while for the cards to fall. However, I do believe that I'd like to try including some shuffling into the readings and just let y'all see how I shuffle, how that goes down. Because I know a lot of you are probably interested and would appreciate that. So let's get our spread out for Aquarius energy. I'm sorry, I might have said Aries at some point. Aquarius. Okay. Okay. Yes, for February. All right, Aquarius. Yeah. Alrighty. Hope you like the shuffle. Please let me know in the comments if you like that. Or, again, I'm trying to keep the videos at a reasonable length, so that's why I haven't shown the shuffling in the past, because I know I can talk. But if you like seeing the shuffling part, please let me know, because I will happily keep it in. Aquarius, for the month of February, let me take a moment. Before I rush in, let me just sit with these cards, let them speak to me, let spirit come through for a moment. Take a sip of my tea. Y'all sit back, take a deep breath, take a swig of your coffee, tea, water, whatever it is you're drinking. Whatever it is you're enjoying right now. Just take a moment. I sense there's a lot of inner strain going on for a lot of my Aquarius collective right now. Ain't it the truth for a lot of us? It's not just you, Aquarius. These shifts that we're going through collectively they're just that. They're transitions, and transitions can be difficult. They're not always smooth and easy. In fact, most of the time they're not. And so coming into the month, we have the Five of Pentacles for my Aquarian family. Just that feeling like you're out of resources, you have nowhere left to turn, you're out in the cold, things couldn't get any worse for you. And so be mindful of getting mired. Feel your feelings, first of all, Aquarius. And I hope, again, during your birthday season, sorry y'all, sending you so much love. If any of y'all are kind of going through your birthday season feeling alone, feeling worried about where the resources are going to come from to support you, to support your loved ones. But while I want you to feel your feelings, Aquarius, this month, and acknowledge, if you're sad, if you're scared, don't let it yourself get caught there, because it could block you from realizing that there's always help available if you're just willing to look up, to look for it, to be willing to be receptive and open for it. If you're caught in the mind space of lack of, well, guess what you will attract to you? More of that. Feel the lack, feel the feelings it might make you feel. And sorry for the repetitiveness. Again, it's been a little rusty. First video coming back after a little break, so bear with me, y'all. Appreciate you sending y'all love. But again, if we're feeling all these lower vibration feelings and energies, if we keep ourselves stuck there, we cannot again be open to receiving the help that is there, because that help can help. Sorry for the repetitiveness. It can aid in grounding us. It's almost like an anchor, right? Like a tree of life, like an anchor. Okay, can give us the sustenance, the resources we need. So you just have to remember through all this, Aquarius, to look up, because I know y'all got some devil energy crossing you this month of February. Be really mindful of those traps and trappings that you lay for yourself. This is about the vices. This is about the ways of thinking, the patterns of behavior, the day-to-day operations of which you navigate this world that are not serving you any longer, that are just keeping you chained up. And a lot of this is tied to the material world. It's like, oh, that again, feeling of lack in the material. Oh, I don't have enough of this. Oh, I don't have enough of that. How am I ever going to get out of this one? Well, yeah, we need to make sure that, our bills are paid, food's on the fridge. But in this culture we live in 2025, because it was not always like this, we are so much fed the mantra almost of just consumerism, that wanting and needing of more and more and more. The best analogy that I can get is like, that I can give is, and that I keep thinking about, is like that, how ludicrous it is to me that in the last 15 years, it's just become a norm of like upgrading your car every year. That's just like your phone, that you do. It's like, oh, an upgrade for a phone. Oh, I'm going to go and get the newest model of the car and trade in. And like, I'm just like, who has money to fucks like that, like, sorry for the bad words, but who has that kind of to just trade in every year? I mean, like for me, a car, it's like, you get one and done, and you kind of, for me, I'm like running it into the ground a little bit. You maintain it, you take care of it, and you can keep it for a while. But this overconsumption and consumerism, this feeling the need, again, it's an addiction, that devil energy. It's an addiction if you really think about consumerism, just like sugar, just like alcohol, just like nicotine, just like gaming, just like social media. It's all just think about the hold that it has on you. And if you were to release, I do this to myself. I was even talking about this earlier today. If you were to try and challenge yourself to go, if you can, and I know for everyone this isn't necessarily possible, especially those of you with families. If you can try and go one day without actually spending any money, and this doesn't count for bills, like if you got auto pay and something comes out of your account, for a bill's got to get paid. That doesn't count. But the cup of coffee, the little extraneous spends and treats or things that we spend on without even really realizing, the lunches, the meals, which every now and again, sure, treat yourself, but try shifting it into like making that yourself and bringing it with you. See if you can try, first of all, see how hard that is for some of us to start, because it's, again, weaning yourself off the addiction of needing more resources. So it's almost like you got to realize that this place of lack, it's coming up to teach you a lesson about releasing that need for material things, that you can be good with what you got, as long as your basis, rent, food, heat, electricity, like Those things are covered. Everything else is really just extra, right? Everything else is extra. So what can you cut instead of feeling like, oh, I don't have anything? Challenge yourself. Try not to spend and see how freeing it becomes when your day doesn't revolve around swiping that card, pulling out that wallet. When you have to get really creative about how to fill your time with other things, that devil chain will break for you. Because I can see that something has happened that's making a lot of my Aquarius at the base of this month feel like you have lost and you're grieving this loss. Very connected to the heart. Now we're talking about a heart-centered space. Not everything that has fallen away from you was good for you. I think that's what I mean to say. Meaning to say, to clarify, that some of the stuff that you might be grieving the loss of was actually quite bad for you. It was poison. Look at that cup with the green. Not everything is wine or cranberry juice, whatever. Some of that shit that's falling away is poison. Let it go, Aquarius. Let it go. Let the old habits go. You know, if you're having to change your way of operating in the world and that's what you're grieving, oh, I can no longer do these things that I thought I loved, maybe because it was tied to materialism, consumerism, and now you're having to shift and adjust because reality is dictating so. Yeah, that can feel like a loss for a lot of us when we can't move about with our, money and resources as we want. But that's where, again, that call of now Pluto and Aquarius, we got to find things other than just physical, material things that fill our bucket. That's what the call is, because you still have 2 cups here that are still full that you can source from to refill your heart space. There's been an energy in the past, could be an actual person, an older masculine energy, air sign. So that's going to be Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Could be affecting a situation coming in from the past, but this could also be an energy of you just really wanting to get to the truth of a matter and knowing how to not get, again, any deeply emotionally involved, because you've learned, you're grieving from that. So you're not trying to get emotionally connected to anything right now. You kind of are just truth seeking. This is about ideas coming to you, and again, being grounded in justice and truth for coming from the mind space. But this king is very intellectual, not very heart-centered at all, so it can feel a little colder, this energy. But that might be just what you need right now, because you don't need to be mired. Again, feel your feelings of grief and loss and lack, but don't get stuck there. And I think that's what that king is coming in to cut through, give you the higher perspective of everything that's happening around you and helping you see that this is in fact aiding you in the release of your own entrapment with that devil energy. Yeah. And you know what's going to be super important, especially those of you in the northern hemisphere, is rest with the 4 of Swords. Rest your mind, rest your body, rest your spirit. As you're going through this loss, this grief, this changing of your being, this like phoenix evolution of burning yourself down to rise up anew from the ashes, like a butterfly, a caterpillar going into the chrysalis to liquefy itself, to come out a completely transformed creature. Allow yourself the space to rest and heal, because all of this might be causing some of my Aquarius some sickness. What ails you up here in the heart, in the mind, in the spirit will eventually exhibit itself physically. And let me tell you, there are just, there's a lot of stuff going around here too. Take the damn rest, Aquarius. There's going to be a lot of movement this year. And when you can get those moments that you can take rest, take it. When your body is telling you take the rest, take it. We got to start tapping in and listening with that higher self. It really does know what's better for you. It does, Let go of the devil energy. Tap into the higher self. And there it is. Coming up in the future, we got a reversed 7 of Swords. Aquarius, this is you knowing that you don't have to operate behind the scenes in secret, feeling like you have to go it alone anymore. You can now operate within a community. You don't have to feel so hopeless, helpless, alone in your mind. Stop taking from your mental well-being is, I think, what you're realizing that you need to do. So yeah, this is coming up in the future. And look at that, like 2 of my swords. We got a lot of swords energy surrounding you this month. A lot of to do with your mind this month. So this is all about that reversed 7. It can be like, someone has lied, cheated, stolen from you when this card is upright. But a deeper meaning of this card can also be, how do we take from ourselves, our own mental well-being and balance, when we are not reaching out for help, when we are not collaborating, when we are taking and sneaking and doing things behind the curtain. We're the ones being secretive and maybe not honest about what all we're doing. So again, when we're operating from a place of honesty, from truth, how can that heighten our experiences, along this path of life? And I see that, again, this is you right here, right now, present moment, reversed Ace of Swords. Y'all might have some difficulty, my beautiful Aquarian family, with getting that mind in order. Again, so take the rest. Take the rest. You might be like, I had all these ideas and now I don't know which way and where to go with them. Or like, I hit a roadblock and, I thought it was going to be one way and now it's not, or I'm not sure of the truth anymore. Maybe a move for some of y'all. New health related issues, but this is like a delay. Okay, so for me, it's telling me like my Aquarians, again, need to learn more information before they can flip this right side up and get the new path going. So there's things that you need to learn about how you lock in your mind and entrap your mind, thus entrapping your spirit, yourself, your whole self, in this negative feeling of lack. There's something you need to learn about whatever it is that you're lacking, you're grieving, you're feeling, again, left out in the cold. Once you learn that, your sword's going to flip upright and you're going to have all that insight and that truth, because this is, again, you're in the right energy space with that King of Swords energy. For those of you where it's not an outside person, an external person representing this king. This is, again, in your past position. So coming into February, you are very truth focused. And I think it's because, again, you are very much wanting to flip that Ace of Swords upright, to get clarity, to get more innovation, because then you'll be able to take the next steps forward in whatever it is my Aquarians are planning. And it's like people see you this month with this reversed 8 of Pentacles, like you're no longer interested in committing the time and effort into the path that you've been going. Good. They see the change from starting from here to now moving and evolving to here, where you're like, wait, where am I putting my energy? Where am I putting my effort? Where am I putting all my precious time? Is it worth it anymore? Am I feeling this? Is this right for me? Or have I moved on, and do I have other needs and things that need to be accomplished? That's very much for you. This shift this month is like going from a place of feeling of lack, and that's because something is shifting in your job, workaday world, and how you make money, resources, bring stability into your life, where you're like, I don't really know if I want that anymore. I'm not sure if this thing that I've been working really hard towards, it's like you might shift gears. And that's why all the commotion right now. That's why the feeling of loss and grieving. Like, did I put all my energy and time down this road for me to now like backtrack and shift in another direction? And that was all wasted? It wasn't wasted. Nothing is ever wasted, beautiful Aquarius. You had to go through the experience you went through, the way it had to happen for you to learn. Again, what is it? Ask yourself. Dive deep. Ask the higher self. What is it that you had to learn from that? Because it had something to teach you. And in your hopes and fears this month, you are very much afraid of that tower moment, that reckoning. This is like a Uranian card, which is your planet. So you should be comfortable with that sudden shift and change, that tumultuous, revolutionary Oh, I don't want to keep being redundant, but yeah, just like change, that complete shift. And it can be very abrupt, but let me tell you, it's unfounded. This is like that fear. The Tower is tied in with that devil card of that Five of Pentacles at the beginning. Your fear is that if you stay in that place of, I don't have enough, I'm lacking, if you don't give yourself the space, the time to rest and heal, to seek the truth, then you're not going to get the clarity you need for those next steps in order to get that flipped. You know, that Ace of Swords flipped upright. That's the fear. Now, because this is coming up reversed in your hopes and fears, I'm going to tell a lot of my Aquarius that fear is unfounded. You do not need to be focusing on the fear of lack. Again, don't attract more of it by focusing on it. What you need to focus on is, okay, I don't have that anymore. What do I want? What do I want? Quit moving behind the scenes in secret and come out and start really asking the world and asking for, help if you need it. Support, it's there for you. It is there for you to help you make this change, this shift, maybe with career. I'm feeling like for a lot of y'all, like career shifts are coming because you just realize that where you've been at is toxic. It's not giving you what you need. And you're like, I don't want to put my energy into this. I got to shift gears. I got to do something new. And it's feeling very towery, but at the same time, you know that this is a much needed change in order for you, beautiful Aquarius, to connect more, again, with your higher self and to bring in more self-care, most importantly, into your day-to-day life. This isn't just about a one-off taking care of yourself once when you're sick and then like acutely. This is chronic self-care, daily routines that you're trying to implement. Now, the final message for my Aquarians this month is just that. The way through all this loss, this grief, this fear, this unknown, this feeling of lack is to not give in to your vices. Don't give in to your entrapments. That will only chain you up. This is about allowing your inner child to come out and play. Let them guide you when you aren't quite sure which direction to go. Have more fun, feet on the earth, start grounding yourself, do things that bring you pleasure. Make time for that this month, Aquarius. Like, be very intentional with making time every day. It could be 5 minutes for just pleasure, for something that is just pure pleasure, and try and make that pleasurable thing not consumerism, not tied to spending money. This is something that fills your heart, like being in places that you love. For me, it's nature. It's around animals. It's looking at the trees. It's looking at the sky. It's beholding the natural world, which is so incredible. Taking a moment of stillness, having an extra long nap, going out and taking myself out for a meal, even though I'm just like, you shouldn't do that right now. You know what I said? Maybe not watch the money, but I say, right, if it's nourishing your soul, you can be mindful with how you're spending and nourishing. Don't be like that Louis Vuitton bag is nourishing my soul. But if there's like, you got a favorite restaurant and that's just like, that's what you're craving tonight, and you need that soup and the homemade soup and the pasta and whatever, nourish yourself. Allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to have fun. Do the games. Tap back in and take care and nurture that inner child first. Okay? Because they need it. They need it right now, Aquarius. That's for all of us collectively, not just the Aquarius family. So with that said, beautiful Aquarius, I'm feeling very pulled to do an animal spirit guide message for my Aquarian family to wrap us up for today. I hope y'all have really enjoyed the message. Please let me know in the comments how this reading has resonated with you. I know it's pretty heavy energy, and I want to try and just, again, speak truth to what I am seeing and picking up and feeling, because that is, again, that power and the intuitive and trusting that link between mind, body, and spirit and heart, of course. Yeah, let's see what animal spirit guide would be helpful to work with for my Aquarian family to work with this month. And if I can only get one, maybe two, don't give me a whole slew, please, Spirit, just maybe one or two. Animal spirit guide message for Aquarius for February as we wrap up. Okay, I gave you three. And isn't it interesting? They're all birds. So number 1, Aquarius, crow, face your fear, number 38, which numerologically comes to an 11, 9 to 11, which adding up goes to 2. So just when we do numerology, you always add up to a single digit. So again, crow, raven, perhaps that's raven. Face your fears, number 38. I believe this is condor. You are more. Okay, so for those of you who are looking for that transition, you're like leaving something behind that hasn't been treating you right. Remember, Aquarius, you are more. Number 30. And last one is number 20, pink flamingo. Bitch, what? You are what you think, Aquarius. What did I say? This whole reading. Be mindful of where you put your energy. Feel your feelings, but don't get caught in the despair and the loss and the feelings of lack. Do not get caught there. Feel it and let it guide you and teach you about what the next steps are to take. Clarity will come, but you gotta surrender. Face your fear. Know that you are more than the sum of what you are feeling at this time. And shit, just carry that with you. Raven, condor, and pink flamingo. Get it, Aquarius. Happy birthday, my beautiful Aquarius family. Sending y'all so much love for the month of February. And again, if y'all have made it this far through the video, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and become one of the community. It has been such a treat to continue growing the family and hearing from y'all, you beautiful, beautiful folks, my family. Sending y'all so much love for February, Aquarius. Bye, y'all.